My aim is to put down on paper what I see and what I feel in the best and simplest way. In order to write about life, first you must live it. Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. Courage is grace under pressure. I drink to make other people more interesting. There is no friend as loyal as a book. There is nothing to writing. All you do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. The world breaks everyone, and afterward many are strong at the broken places. When people talk, listen completely. Don't be thinking what you are going to say. Most people never listen, nor do they observe. You should be able to go into a room, and when you come out, know everything that you saw there, and not only that. If that room gave you any feeling, you should know exactly what it was that gave you that feeling. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. There is no one thing that's true. It's all true. If something is wrong, fix it if you can. But train yourself not to worry. Worry never fixes anything. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. It is good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters in the end. If you are lucky enough to have lived in Paris as a young man, then wherever you go for the rest of your life, it stays with you, for Paris is a movable feast. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know. The first and final thing you have to do in this world is to last it and not be smashed by it. The only thing that could spoil a day was people. People were always the limiters of happiness, except for the very few that were as good as spring itself. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much. I can't stand it to think my life is going so fast and I'm not really living it. Never to go on trips with anyone you do not love. Always do sober what you said you'd do drunk. That will teach you to keep your mouth shut. The hard part about writing a novel is finishing it. All things truly wicked start from innocence. But life isn't hard to manage when you have nothing to lose. So far, about morals, I know only that what is moral is what you feel good after, and what is immoral is what you feel bad after. Wine is the most civilized thing in the world. Never delay kissing a pretty girl or opening a bottle of whiskey. The world is a fine place and worth the fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. Any man's life, told truly, is a novel. Live the full life of the mind, exhilarated by new ideas, intoxicated by the romance of the unusual. All good books have one thing in common: they are truer than if they had really happened. All my life I have looked at words as though I were seeing them for the first time. The best people possess a feeling for beauty, the courage to take risks, the discipline to tell the truth, the capacity for sacrifice. Ironically, their virtues make them vulnerable. They are often wounded, sometimes destroyed.